the NFL Combine, Scouting Combine in Indianapolis kicks off on March 1st. Keontae Ingram, Drake Jackson, Drake London, Chris Steele, Isaac Taylor Stewart of the 5 USC players, which is a low count for the Trojans. What stands out to you? Who's going to make a splash? Who's one to watch there?
Well, a couple things. We'll focus on the big player in a little bit, but first, with Isaac Taylor Stewart and other players in the secondary, whether they are able to work up their way up the draft board to like round 3 instead of round 5, that's not too big a concern, right? Because we saw Talanoa Hufanga go last year in round 5 to the 49ers, worked out pretty well, and he scored the touchdown against the Packers on special teams in the NFC divisional playoff. 49ers loved him, and they got great value for him at round 5. So in terms of the back end of the USC Combine invites, and the players in the secondary, it's not that big a deal whether they get picked in round 3, round 4, round 5. It's just a matter of can they deliver the goods and find the right match, much as the 49ers, were very pleased with what they saw from Talanoa Hufanga in his rookie season. So that's the smaller note. The bigger note is Drake Jackson. Drake Jackson is the big focus for USC at the Combine because we know that Drake London, if he's fully healed from his injuries, he's a top 15, top 20 pick, very possibly top 10. Like he was on track to be a Heisman Trophy finalist. He was on track to being the Biletnikoff Award winner as the best receiver in the country before he suffered the injury against Arizona on October 30th. So like his stock should be fine as long as it's clear that he's healed or is going to fully heal. So Drake Jackson is the big question mark because he had lots of first round projections heading into the 2021 season, but we saw how much the USC defense under coordinator Todd Orlando cratered. It just cratered. The bottom fell out, allowing 40 points in a series of home games against Oregon State and Utah and even Stanford. Stanford lit up USC in the Coliseum, and UCLA put up that big 62 in the rivalry game. So Drake Jackson had a very disappointing season. There's clearly no USC player at the Combine with more to prove than him. So he's trying to get a late first round selection. Like that is the target. He's not going to go top 15 after the season he had. But the question is, can he be that day one back end of the first round, talking, 25 to 32? Can he get himself up there, or is he going to fall to a day 2 selection, which would definitely be disappointing for him and reflect poorly on the lack of player development he got from Clay Helton and then Todd Orlando at USC?